Hi, lovely people. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes, today I come here in peace once again. I want to share something with you. Yes, this idea I conceived it some years ago, about 10 or 11 years ago. In fact, I took steps towards achieving it, but along the line, the system was so frustrating that I had to abandon it and then look out for another thing to do. But I think the time has also come for me to take up that issue again. And what I'm come to talk about, I've titled it Quality Health for All. Sickness, as we all know, anybody at all can fall sick. Yes. And when you're about to fall sick too, I don't think the sickness will give you prior notice that, hey, today I'll visit you, so get ready for me. No, it doesn't happen like that. And then looking at the times in which we find ourselves, where all our water bodies have been destroyed, to talk about the cancers, the kidney issues, the prostate, issues. And these three ailments I just mentioned is on the rise. The prevalence rate is quite unthinkable. It is on the rise. And therefore, as a nation, what steps have we taken to curtail or deal with some of these things? Are we going to sit down until all our citizens or populace die out of these ailments? In fact, if you had the opportunity to visit our big, what is it called? Hospitals, but you appreciate and you understand what I'm talking about. The cost of treatment of these ailments are very, very expensive. Very expensive. And therefore, a lot of people, as soon as they are diagnosed of some of these ailments, they just go home silent and then go and die. Because one, they don't have the money. Two, they don't also have any form or kind of external support that will help cushion them to undergo the treatment. This makes it a very serious issue that needs to be looked at as a country. If we have money to dig a $58 million hole, the nation, what stops us from instituting or establishing a national fund that will cater for these kind of ailments? And like I said, we are susceptible. It can happen to any one of us, regardless. So it's about time that we sit down as a nation to think about this, to look into this. For once, a Ghanaian citizen must also have some leverage. We can easily raise a seed amount of $50 million to start this fund I'm talking about. Are we going to sit down for the populace to die? If you think I'm lying, visit Kolebu, visit Konfanochi, and you understand what I'm talking about. Why would we subject an innocent child to public ridicule by putting him before camera? Why would we subject an innocent man, to public ridicule by putting him or her behind camera just to cry to the public for support, financial support, to enable him or her, cater for his medical expenses? Why, as a nation? And most often it insults, especially in the children, it makes them pusillanimous. It makes them timid. Looking at the kind of environment in which we find ourselves, if this child automatically gets well and then go back to school, what do you think the children will do to him or her? considering the way some of our children behave in some of our schools. So gradually you are making that child timid, because people will begin to point fingers at him. Oh, I saw you and your parents on television. You people were crying and asking for public support. Is that what we want for our citizens as a nation? Ghana, after 60-something years of independence, is that what we want? Is that what we want for our citizens as a nation? You see why people, rejoice whenever they get visas, they become citizens of other nations. Why do you think, have we asked ourselves as a nation, why do you think these people rejoice? And the answer is very simple. The benefit, what they are going to get, just being part of that country, the privileges, the opportunities that await them. But what do we get as Ghanaians? Yes, I've gone through all your manifestos. Yes, it's good to expand the health infrastructure system. But we shouldn't, end it there. We must also consider the kind of, or the caliber of human resource we recruit into these health facilities. The caliber of human resources we recruit. We must also make these facilities accessible. In as much as they are there, they are available, we must think of making them accessible to the general public. Why? A government will put up an excellent ultra-modern health delivery system or facility like UGMC, and Ghanaians cannot patronize. Ghanaians cannot access it because of the cost involved, the cost of treatment. Because of cost of treatment, people cannot go there. And therefore, we rather allow foreigners to come and then access it and then get their healing and then go back. What sense does it make? So I'm going to plead with all the political parties, all the political parties going around asking for our vote. We need national fund to cater for some of these chronic diseases. And those of you whose relatives are going through or have been diagnosed of some of these ailments, I believe you know what I'm talking about. The cost involved. If you don't take time, all your lifetime savings will go down the drain. And the unfortunate aspect is that if it is not detected on time or diagnosed on time, it doesn't matter how much you spend, you will still die. That is why I want the state to come in. The state to come in. We can have national fund that will cater for the treatment of everybody diagnosed of any of these ailments that I've mentioned. If you have money to dig that multi-dollar hole. And I'm not going to end it here. I'll be talking to Ministry of Health. I'll be talking to Ministry of Ghana Health Service, and I'll wait patiently for the government that will emerge as the party that will emerge as a winner after 7 December. I'll come to fruition. I will not I will not stop here, but I'll wait patiently and see the party that will emerge as or form the next government, so that I will ensure that whatever that I am putting across will come into fruition, because we need it. We need that fund too, because the cost component for the treatment of this ailment is quite enormous, and therefore most often people die in silence because they don't have the money to undergo the treatment. I know what I'm talking about, and therefore I'll make sure that whatever gift that God has given me, I will use it to see this project come to pass. Yes, I tried it 2013. I wrote to almost all the state institutions, including the office of the president. None of these bodies responded to me, but I will not give up. I'll try for the second time and see what will come out of it. Thank you very much.